Good day everyone. My name is Danica S. Sarate of BSHM 301A. So for today, I will discuss to you the two artists I choose and their artworks. The two artists that I choose is Leonardo da Vinci and Pablo Picasso. Leonardo da Vinci is a Renaissance painter, scientist, inventor, and more. Da Vinci is one of the most painters in the world for his iconic Mona Lisa and Last Supper. While Pablo Picasso is a Spanish modern cubist painter, famous works include Guernica and Bird of Peace. Let's first tackle about Leonardo da Vinci's artworks. Here is the first artworks I choose that Leonardo da Vinci made. It was the Adoration of the Magi by Da Vinci. It is his first work of that significance was the Adoration of the Magi, commissioned by monks and San Donato and Scopeto, all taught and finished. The work was a masterpiece and introduced several new ideas in particular, and he introduced themes of movement and drama. And second is The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. The Last Supper has been described as one of the greatest religious paintings, with Christ at the center of the picture. It embodies great feeling and emotion as Christ is about to announce his imminent betrayal by Judas. Leonardo da Vinci and Mona Lisa. The famous painting Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is a portrait of a wife of a Florentine noble. For several days, she came to Leonardo and sat for her portrait to be painted. However, she refused to smile. Later designed by Da Vinci. In this period, Leonardo also extended his studies into engineering, science, and other subjects. There seemed to be no end to his interest. He made copious notes in his complex mirror, handwriting much of which wasn't deciphered in his lifetime. He also drew complex models of machine. In particular, he was fascinated by flight, and this is his drawing. It is looks like a flying object. It Next is the Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man. This is a drawing of the proportions of man. Da Vinci used earlier work and notes by the Roman architect Vitruvius. Vitruvius. The picture combines art, man, and science, illustrating the beauty of geometrical proportion and the human form. So this art shows not only the man, it also shows the science, the scientific virtue. Next is Madonna of the Rocks cropped by Da Vinci. His Madonna on the Rocks incorporates a Virgin Mary not dressed regally or surrounded with a halo, but simply dressed in the surroundings of nature. Da Vinci did believe in God, but his religious sensibilities were expressed through seeing God in art, science, and nature. So this painting shows religious, nature, and also about sciences. So let's proceed to Pablo Picasso artworks. First is Pablo Picasso 1905 at the Lapin Agil. Picasso painted circus clowns, harlequins, and people from the circus. The more cheerful and optimistic tone helped to attract an increasing number of patrons and people interested in his work. Pablo Picasso likes to paint a circus clowns, different kind of clowns. And when you see the picture, it is not the clown that we imagined. It is a different kind of clown. It was a clown back then in their time. Next is the Nature Morte au Computer, 1914 to 15. Crystal Cubism. In the years before the First World War, Picasso, along with artists such as George Braque, continued to develop a new form of painting known as Cubism. Cubism involved capturing the essence of the subject on the canvas but exaggerating certain features. The colors were invariably dull, grays, brown, and neutrals. Next is Pablo Picasso and Guernica. One of Picasso's most famous painting was his mural of the Guernica bombing, 1937. The Guernica bombing was carried out by Italian and German planes and involved the carpet bombing of civil areas. So as you can see, he also painted what happened in Guernica bombing. He showed the people what really happened through his art. The next is The Daub of Peace by Picasso. Another key painting of Picasso was his simple bird drawing, a symbol of peace. Picasso donated it the Soviet-backed World Peace Congress of 1949. It was telling of a new phase in Picasso's art, the power of simplicity. So this is the dove. It is a bird in their country that shows peace. Next is Girl Before a Mirror by Picasso. The purpose of Girl Before Mirror has been much discussed. In all likelihood. It serves as a comparison between how a woman views herself and how she is seen by everyone else. This picture, Dream by Picasso. The revealing pose suggests themes of sexuality, but also vulnerability of a young lady's lips. Her famous long blonde hair is faithfully captured by artist Picasso, who uses yellow shades to contrast aggressively against the darker background. The red and yellow tones are then repeated in her beaded necklace, which delicacy balance of her meditative chest. Perhaps this scene reveals the elements of the young lady which most attracted her elderly lover, her hair, curved figure, and undoubted beauty. So in this painting, there is no nudity. People says that the face of the woman here looks like the penis of Picasso, and look what the lady is holding. They said that the girl is covering his vagina to protect it from the penis that is going to enter in her, and that was according to the people who see these pictures, who see this portrait. And that's all for today, classmates and teacher. Thank you for listening.